Anas de sisa Ghana call America sense bebre ho a yenyina yente or the Ghana court na America ko gu Ghana animu ase no. In fact, who young people here pay attention to this particular video. This session we pay attention so that you stop misinformation, self-hatred against your own party members. Especially, do not use Anas case to persecute Honorable Kennedy Agyapong to speak any ill about Kennedy Agyapong, because the man was fighting on behalf of the MPP. In fact, Anas testimony in court say Kennedy asori etiano because obe running a documentary against the government. Tie de make no. Pacho tie ni yepa. Kennedy Agyapong Anas testimony in court. Now, e confirm me ono e ka say ono de Kennedy woni ni problem. Nanso so enam say obe running a documentary. Obe ye na de ni bio afa aban no ntina Kennedy egu nanimu ase asori etiano. Nensamu akwa we kan wode agu Ghana so no wo ye Ghana ni a you will never like Anas. Just a we tibon cause we nipa bonini. So we Ghana ni now we are civilized. We wisdom. You will never like Anas because or you sell out. In this video, akokwa na release you know. See, the point in say Anas they say Ghana to the sense say Ghana no ya chekuru no Ghana no say omo nya yakunku amoye aso omo ye nsamanfo ne gukuru no Anas no. And we one. In fact, we MPP near tea. Now me crowd, me say here say because now me show no MPP for be say I Kennedy nya hwe wono na ekono ntokwa na say we sure because na me information say enye Kennedy ni private internet no work because of say why okuta information say Anas ebe scamming or be scamming MPP government no, especially Kufuor and Dr. Bawumia. And this video you are going to listen to yourself with a document. Court the records. It must some of you MPP for no. Let me say, also support Dr. Bawumia. You are even destroying Dr. Bawumia's reputation. Tell the catch on. Samuna, most of the pick Kennedy, the second Nasi Sikano. Shame on you. And in fact, you are destroying the reputation, the hard-working energy of Dr. Bawumia. Now, akwa we ko PMU America and some wako kind pay attention. TB, would it was some court recordings, TB ni yankuanim. Maybe I'm the other veteran. TB ni yankuanim.
Omoni bi say wutie. Say ana say kaka ne nsem bi. Wo. Take a listen to this.
Don't have the government. Have you investigated any government study? Yes, I have investigated many government. My recent investigation was involved a minister of State was in charge of finance with a specific responsibility of going to more investment. I had been told that people were not investing in Ghana because he was taking bribes from them. So I went undercover. I was a sheikh in that investigation. And I invited him and asked him whether he could give me he could meet me and tell me how I could invest in Ghana. When I met him, I told him I had $500 million to invest in Ghana. Again, he charged 20% of it. And I also asked him that I want to be able to meet the Vice President of Ghana, table other developmental issues before him. How the people of Ghana. Then we said before judges, you're saying.
Now, Thierry, on say or test the testimony or court on Sautie recording here about the Vice President Dean say the volunteer projects have been Vice President just say $50,000 was I mean, see, it's a disgrace. Utia or say the Vice President Sika eso ye de command on before answer na project bi akoso. Tie ni ye pa o. Where you announce na num asem. En free Kennedy one waka so e bia Kennedy nkrofo na create scene no. And me gidi say me Dr. Bawumia wonyi sika answer no me project. Ye concussion story. Na de dia kire kura me tie kura de ma time. Hey. And someone akwa we ko kana America say de mo tie kura de enka hwe. Na ono ya MPP ni because of contest inti. The Kennedy ayeno. So would the gratitude edana say Kenya Kennedy aku samne kanase aku Dr. Bawumia ni say. Because some young people before there's no way Kennedy emotional contest cannot support Dr. Bawumia. So there's no way so we are Dr. Bawumia supporter obey sadie no. Jai sadie no. Ya afani afan kan chasa bonte so me fan kodi menya sa mistake no. Second Kennedy no na ekon ntokwa. Now yanto aso wase.
So the minister told me that I had to pay an appearance fee of $200,000.
To say MPP minister ne ka kire ne say before ansa no be hu Dr. Bawumia no just wo mutua say $300,000 as an appearance fee ansa no yakohu minister a vice president. You see that disgrace? Ti dumre bi na Kennedy ka say enkrofo ni ba be ya de bi atia ban na akoma ties ni so no ne akwa we de asie ni a enne today ni na ase ni obi a wo yesa bia sabi adwensa kire wo jai sa na wo adwen sa adwen kwa yifru trim tie ni ye so wontie ya me bo a kire wo tie de ekoso no yanto aso wase.
This investigation didn't go that well with the cabinet because it was a cabinet minister. So I had a lot of threats of my life. So seeing anything that has made me investigation.
Eti was say, enam project ananko obeye ewa aban no ntino onya threat ewa ne so from when Kennedy Japan. In fact, and some work can be second the crown bopa say yenye de yen linche no. Yen kuno just say what or tracking if you a day. Ni na si wahin. Say ko ba be listen project against the government and a Kennedy's one tiasie because wakokan kra ko say Kennedy a big man who was sika or control Ghana nyina. Okokan nyina wa American court. But there's no way and will say Kennedy ye bibi no no baby bi atia kan will say or be release sa ne bomb no sa ni video for kan no etia Akufo-Addo government where a vice president did citing over $300,000 issue. The reason why I'm doing this is a sign of caution for some people who support Dr. Bawumia. Mo was intention and say na yamu deseka nas obetumi agikene de sika no de akodi nsɛmfo jai sa de yifru trim wiase obi ayɛmfo so ojai tie nsɛm anas ɛka ɔno aka ne testimony tie ha sei.
Have you ever videotaped? No, I have never videotaped. Have you ever written an article about it? No, I have never written an article. So, we're here today trying back on tape, saying certain things about you. When did you first become aware that he had said or written stuff about you? I became aware when I was about to publish this number. One morning, I got up and I saw him on TV. Then he was.
Eti wase enam say oye so obey na de no ko obey but enam Kennedy ohun say Kennedy wo TV so e threaten no and oja video no obey no so wase I didn't like the video and work say ohun Kennedy wo TV so say Kennedy TV so a what threaten no yanto aso
He didn't like the video that was being shown.
And I say Kennedy didn't like the video or Bobby show. Na Kennedy didn't like the video. A defendant near Kennedy or a case this case no the defendant Kennedy nti am isu ni this straight away no defendant Kennedy and a plaintiff no no plaintiff no yanto aso.
If I show that video, he also has a video to show about it. I didn't like it because it's very normal in our line of things for people to be angry whenever it was published. And later, I still went ahead and published because it was a BBC project. We went ahead, we published. And he was on radio, very unhappy with it. And eventually, he also showed a particular video that had nothing to do with
So, what did he have? Great.
So, one more can and some say what church him say. And now my band in one or the baby in it, Kennedy chances on being a problem. Now, higher stage 1. Now, young call the second chapter. A cosi a New Jersey court. Yan shall see free, I say. Yan shall see free. Lawyer Eric Ochredakun. One of Kennedy legal member, now legal team member. And now, the see court or the one some about one thing. Yenti and some anas Cocafa Ghana. Yantuas was a
2. Anas, I remember Yao Anas, ever file a lawsuit, Essex County Superior Court, New Jersey, against Honorable Kennedy Ohene AGYAPONG. Say, where the famous no. Na because of where the famous no, or channel damages. Sa case your logo no in on May 17th, 2022.
I see.
Let's go through complaints, not a crack.
Good one.
Make a story a crabby.
That's right.
One sana.
Wonderful.
Go through the complaints now.
Right.
Now your logo in case way no. It the another crack. Na anas any case no one share. On October 1st, 2022, court no issue warning. Emma anas said, you better dismiss the case no. So when you home share.
Really?
After yes.
I see.
Say, unfortunately, only access to the court records, but court record no na me ka emo asem actually Ghana for.
Good one. Me what
on October
complaints, you know her. Okay, go ahead.
You better complaint no one asem.
Okay.
But on October 1st, 2022.
That's right.
Yamano lack of prosecution dismissal warning.
Really?
Court to the Maya, yes.
I see.
And what you know, and on November 7th, Anas FILA evidence say were to me as several Honorable Kennedy AGYAPONG.
If you can't take a good picture, then you need this AI app.
The Jersey court is a entertaining case, no. In fact, on that date, no judge now, than the Honorable Thomas M. Moore. Now, my time, now a chief for activist.
That's right.
On December 2nd, 2022, I say it is hereby ordered that under Rule 1, column 13-7, the above matter has been dismissed without prejudice against the above party or parties for lack of prosecution. Judgment previously entered in this case are not affected by this order. A formal notice of motion is now required to restore this party to active trial status.
Wow.
Any day, Anas being a shareholder. And see, and what you know, and Anas, a copy lawyer, and on February 14, 2023, and Anas lawyer, a lawyer Andrew K. Dehere, he enter appearance.
I see.
Anas Abefano send a lawyer. Abefano send a lawyer na or file motion set up a default judgment against Honorable Kennedy AGYAPONG.
Up a default judgment.
Or no file a default judgment because that time no Honorable Kennedy AGYAPONG enter appearance.
Now, you say, on say, something lad ya yin ni, or Munina Bejina, Aqua Munina Jina Case, and Nas Yesikan no pay free can ho, and no pesican free ho. Today, on record, see, Baso Yamutrepa, Yan sorry why, and Yan no de Kaneke. Court documents, every flow or screen you should pay attention. So, this is the first time we na be said ye be yaw. Umfa time she wakuma mu make such them people for. Umfa time e wa Kennedy hu honorable hu she mu na emwa. Kennedy was save MPP. Wa fight obi a wo ye oman ni nyina mambofo. Obi a wo ye nipa bonini a wonpe Ghana se Kennedy 1,000 wa destroy say nipa no. Emene na oni animonyam bia Ghana for gege ne so. Now, also me catch say announce say na nyesika no wo pay. Now this is the beginning. Or say no okwa file for okwa file sika okupe sika so ho default judgment cheso okwa pe sika de agunu botom wo Kennedy ho na nsem wo say chese wo track Kennedy ade Kennedy life ni bibia kokowura ka kire court no ti ha sei ema chese wo mu nyina sa jury fo ne de wo mu se Kennedy sika ni a chese wo te se Nebukadnezar ensem anas ko kan ye no se minim se watie dia wontie ya stay here afa yento aso waze yento aso
obeka ya that's right yes servo or my affidavit of service.
That's right.
November 7, 2022. So I'm not working in Japan, only America.
Okay.
But here they be able to be fear. Now, say Oba servo obia a personal service and yet by mail.
Exactly.
Until now, he was not aware for say there is something like that against him. And what you know, and I don't know about America. Oba no be who say. Yeah, the summons and then other court papers have a group and of Mr. Lawyer. At some way na Abba. Now these are the documents Besaka. Now honorable Feshiame. And honorable Kennedy Japan the documents no a breve. And say I am the first lawyer me who documenta and us and then the lawyers are filing against Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Hey, I see.
Now I'm catching the set. Case where you're based in New Jersey. Me a license to practice in New York. But me one New Jersey lawyer, sir. Me no 1 year cases if the case is in New Jersey. And you know, remember, na manie na ya case no near your home juma. And no, and I am me de friend lawyer Carter Coriston Junior of Wrestling and Wrestling Law Firm.
I see.
And I'm a set appointment. Emma Mene Honorable Mina Echo Wrestling and Wrestling were hacking sack. Emma Yako take case no on. Like I say, a brief story of the case Nasi.
I see. Good one. Now walk us through plaintiff some of them someone or the buyer say court no any man on say Ora Kennedy why
You know I love helping you find deals, which is why I have to tell you about Uber One member days. From now until May 23rd.
Lawyer Darkon start no you taking it from there. All right. So Lawyer Darkon start it.
Yo. Lady kind and conform a bray say anas file ni case no America because na ope justice na nyesi kanti na o file here. Ni edikaya meka kire wonwa etie ne say yen hwe complaint na da ho no. Yen hwe the title of the complaint.
Exactly.
Okay, title of the complaint.
Okay, abusiafo wo a enya hu sa case we for the first time no. Where your court documents patro nyabotre no wa hwe bi. Na something anye ne nemu ne something ladi mu no a wo mo ye more hatred against Kennedy no. Where your court document say almost some form of the emerald bonten na yen hwade obi anhwe bi plaintiff complainant for damages yesika semo aseyo ene ye ka Anas Aremia Anas versus Kennedy Ohene Japan and then Frederick Asamoah defendant for the friend that Fred no now where your court documents a lawyer no edi bibia step by step besa wutie said the beya we MPP ni a obe hunu say mu nyina no Kennedy fight for the party so today so whatever president you so me president you can't hate him for that. You have to give me credit for defending this party. Now one more de mo keka nsemfo no munyai. Now yentie de ekoso ewo enkrata we yentie ase.
Anas Aremia Anas versus Kennedy Ohene Japan and versus Frederick Asamoah defendants. The title not just a plaintiff complaint for damages. And the title now, not from the onset, it was about money.
Oh.
At one, the primary purpose.
I see.
Of complaint, of it for damages.
Not just what pesika.
I
see.
Because of the complaint for damages. And that was the title of the complaint.
Yeah. Complaint in the screen is to say, yeah.
Patrol, I think for who say a plaintiff complaint for damages. That's what
I Pepe. There are two screens. Yeah.
Yo. Listen to me, Anas, it describe and never be brave a fan of home. A unifa qua or ye. Now, up to paragraph 9 of the complaint now.
Okay, 9.
And only the first time Honorable Kennedy or Hene AGYAPONG ding. The patrol, a bit to me, more ready that paragraph 9, the way a kind of fast or introduce you, Honorable Kennedy AGYAPONG, our complaint no more.
Great. Now, shall we? Ose, defendant, Ose, Kennedy Ohene AGYAPONG, the first defendant, is a self-proclaimed, quote, rich, unquote, businessman who is a former U.S. permanent residence card holder and a property owner in the city of West Orange in Essex County in the states of New Jersey, and has business interests in other parts of the U.S. and is a current member of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana in West Africa.
And in introducing Honorable Kennedy AGYAPONG, but the word rich businessman and a buyer. So, emphasizing the monetary nature of the complaint.
I see. Okay.
Now, say, Utwasu kwa, Onipana, Oye Frederick Asamoah, Onona, Oye host of the program. Ye introduce it to a complaint no more. Therefore, Ebema Yako, the factual background Anas a put to the app.
That's right.
Now, therefore, NTS said, say, time on one complaint now. A chair part of the motive behind that lawsuit. Kind. As someone NC America, no, NC America.
Okay.
Mumayankai, paragraph 17.
17. Okay. I say some scenes from quotes betraying the game unquote contain allegations that the President of the Republic of Ghana and some high-ranking members of his cabinet were open to being financially influenced in exchange for the performance of official acts on what? On a quid pro.
Okay, abusa mami nkyere mu kakra so. On say anaso no nsem wo de koto New Jersey court no or destroy MPP government. Ekufuado aban or destroy the whole government. Say as wo maton Ghana no kra chafa. Pacho tie de baby ekono we 2022 charge okobo MPP aban against Kennedy. Step by step how nyabotre pa why ye nyampon ye yentu aso ase yentu aso
quick pro quo basis.
Quick pro quo
basis.
Statement way and Anas Anas Ekafa yeah president Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo.
This is serious.
Of filing war New Jersey.
Damn.
According to Anas, on June 6 June 2018, or produce program it will BBC IFN number 12 and no some of the scenes say the President of the Republic, any other high-ranking members, there's Ukaya
but this is very
basically
damaging.
Accusing them, yes,
President Donald Trump is making America proud again through his...
Paragraph 18.
Great.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Say, the Republic of Ghana is a constitutional democracy that practices what is known as, quote, winner takes all politics, unquote, which in the Ghanaian sense is the practice by which, by means of divisive and partisan selection. Divisive and partisan selection. All Ghanaians who are not part of one of two main political parties that gains the most popular votes in the most recent presidential elections are excluded from the national governance.
Okay. I was here. Yansha has I say no ye. Sa 18 has say anas na no asem or call US ko kachere US I court no hwe o akoka say Ghana no democracy na ye no ya che o ma che kuro nafa e winner takes all o ma che kuro no to wonka ho a che say mo ma ka nyina yensamafo Ghana kuro no kwa che say aso mo mutim kura kom de wo mo I obi anka ho e na kufu ado na ban acha o man na fa wo tie ne ye pa number 18 tie ne ye yenuanom am wontumi FM no o dasebre wo minimum godon munyina no munyai saade na moye no na afane afanka chesa afan wo bi mefa nkodi munyai sa eye MPP issue ene ba ye enye Kennedy issue sa munya document na mum pay attention na mum pay court document no na munya na se ono no sa ne fabricated stories no ye de bremo no munyai sa eye possible say Dr. Bawumia betimi adi president sa na possible say Kennedy betimi adi president. It doesn't take the fact from anyone but munyina mu MPP for munyai de sa ne mane ye. Now yanko yanim eti ohwe 18 wa ensam wo catch efa Ghana catch America for no na no odin we ye a pure sellout obi a wo ye mambofo o ton Ghana oku Ghana anim ase e de akere oman na me gidi say judicial service and Ghana ye justice system no you are all paying attention yanko so ni yanhwe document we
in the most recent presidential elections are excluded from national governance and decision making in a manner that polarizes the nation and dissipates its endowments. Oh, sir.
The same way, and a kafa Ghana democracy.
Oh, no.
And when the complaints no more in New York, in New Jersey.
Really?
This statement should be worrisome to any Ghanaian dear. We are proud of Ghana's democracy. Whether you are NPP, NDC, Afrafranto, or whatever, this is the statement about Ghana political environment. Now,
okay, wait, part 1. We'll move you to the part 2. You have a part 2 this year. Me mpese me ka sem ewo emotions enti da bia me pe evidence so me pese me search na me tini pass ya me kohwe no nsem. So the point here ne say video we me yede ama MPP supporters ya munyina ebi a mompe ebi a wo no mpe Kennedy so be president yini president sam na open to nchen. Let us face the fact say Kennedy Kwame Akompre kwa Japan wanko ama no ho today on record. At first, na me need fact to think. Oka se wakuma no ho a woni anas na ekwan come in challenge you. But today, any stage, anywhere you stand, I can challenge you. Say, sa seven say woka bia metimi a challenge you say won no party no. Because today, on court records show say and someone anas ko kan egu Akufo-Addo so and someone anas ko hye editi Akufo-Addo. Na no na ye ka say Kennedy no okuta sa fact no. Enu tin ne ni breye today. Pay attention. Now, yanko part 2 no. We yanko part 2 no yeti yasa hwe documents for mu. Na wa hwe e kan nipa ne friend anas no. Now, yanko part 2 no. Bomodi like video share why. Na MPP ni bia wo obi a ono a time bi on sasa na dwene. Fine, competition ni dia mo ye dia mbeko.
Coming in attack
and
Honenen on the attack on the plaintiff. Or say to
It's not easy.
Voters of the Republic of Ghana. And also,
yes. 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 It's the Umuhuko 21 or say at all times relevant to this complaint. The first defendant, Honorable Kennedy Japan, found himself out. Yes, found himself out to be the de facto spokesperson for his party, the NPP.
But I had it here near Pau. One more, especially Yenya Gordon war, Untumi FM, Gordon, Tiaye, T. Anas Nenumasem, second de facto spokesperson for the party, not himself. Tienie, any other person, more TikTok, pay attention. Namunya de Amoyeno, Namunchasun, and any end this phone delay. It drew a Namukoyamo internal policy, Munyan mature way. Namunya hatred no, wow. Kennedy wan kwaman wo akwa the seven party no na yan kwenim ti ha sei
a mouthpiece of the government of Ghana and unti monte case siase especially NPP phobia one would be say Honorable Kennedy Japan akasa dodo and unti no me mama who say from this complaint you know and that's filed a case against him because Anas say or a customer former NPP or a customer for a government of Ghana. Doesn't this become more of a political case than just Sabi Honorable Kennedy Japan no Eddie NT what can be there a file lawsuit against him and that's an
exactly
a chief for and kind
exactly
now make conclusions for themselves. Now, paragraph 23 of the complaint now. I say, as part of the attack reference in paragraph 22 hearing,
yeah, the first defendants released pictures and identity of Ahmed Swale, an undercover journalist who hitherto kept his identity a secret and who worked on quotes betraying the game on quotes and openly called for his assault. Again, the first defendant disclosed Ahmed Swale's residential address, which was also hitherto unknown to the public, and threatened to put out the car numbers of Ahmed Swale because the first defendant had tracked the said car numbers. Hey, now some way they see that bank.
Now, I see that bank.
Hey,
and yet here for me explain way I tell more. Part of the reason why the jury, I want New Jersey, Sabi,
okay,
that or time, Emma Honorable Kennedy at Japan. Sabi say you describe it like this, Nipa Bena,
Onya sympathy,
or one right mind, Nebu Enfu.
Wow.
What's my
okay, I was auntie. I say, baby, I kono a hot tropa by Yuguso and Kakanga, Obi Pen could be anywhere. I say, Moti and Yoya. It won't say, something like the more, any Yenia God in mono, a beer difference is big to Abintino. They just don't want to face the fact, say, Anas said you was called Huru Kennedy Chile, America citizens here from jury, no. Now almost emotional, normally emotional recommendation, a buy for $80 million, no. Near catch say a bogus and baby anwa. That was the beginning to the sense say so we can some way now found America most of them are emotional. But say obi okra ya boni nua bi to okuni pen obi wo ha ya kidnap ni nua to eni nua bi eti unim jury no ya catch them say individual citizens and ye frɛ wo mu jury no e obi a wote ba bi a wo American citizen ye betimi afro for that duty. So unti imagine say Anas akoye ne hu kaka moto bi wei na wakoka sansem nyina kire nkofo ye emotional na wo ye individuals so they don't work with law, they work with emotions and intelligence. What you say now say ka se ke yenton wajapade nyina akro mbeka se yenton enu ntina wo mkofa sa $80 million na wo de bae no now yento so showdown wa ha say yento so ha say obi a pay attention yento so ha
no, assembly Munka who say defamation no America too.
Exactly.
Assembly we are all cano.
Way and see America
2018 and see America or say 2018 assembly and so a car the complaints no. Now
really
what was or say on 24 on 16th January 2019 And then they see
Ahmed Swali was shot twice in the heart and once in the neck and murdered in broad daylight by unknown assailants.
Yes.
See, what Johnny, maybe my ayet say, Susu say, yes, say, court na wa America on yini say, Canada, Japan, Sebe, what ya brante and enqua.
Sir, and a complaint at here, Kweku.
Oh, no. Hey.
Now, and now, now the able got 26. 26.
Great.
26 of the complaints. No?
Good. 26, and I'll say the first defendant has also been exceptionally vicious and bruising in his attacks on the plaintiff, calling on the general public to physically attack and assault him, as well as calling for the plaintiff to be lynched on both live radio and television programs. And we see that, Ben?
Yes.
Now, I was here. Has said crowd interesting. Say, more United States, more Virginia. Could be a friend in Lynchburg. Mr. Moa say, wouldn't say Kronoa. Aya, by me who comment session. Say, wouldn't could be a friend in Lynchburg. Virginia, Richmond area. How Mamin Ton can I mean what you say? South Krono, a kai America for yaw. A Krono, your friend in Lynchburg, no. A kai America for yaw pa anti say America need to so busy young lynch will be a very dangerous. Pacho yenchim why we call crony in ITB. Say America need to say obisi young lynch will be a one timina because we are cranny a kuni family be a crobio I Richmond your friend in Lynchburg. Yen and anwa one best or mokoy a ho history no HSA yetimi di nipa sinedua so na ye twaja to no mu. It is how chronity ni say no and neighbors in a racist name. Sa Lynchburg wono. Eti mu amunim Virginia e kuro be your friend or Richmond your friend Lynchburg. E wo history. Ghana fo a ye do mo ye slaves bebre ho na ye do mo koy. Wa wo Virginia na woni Richmond area ho kuro bi ho city bi ho university bi kuro your friend Liberty University ho na wo. Sa city no e wo history. And most Ghanaians are you be fire slave never farm Virginia ship ne koy no. Dodo no na ho na ye do mo koy. Eti yenuanom bebre no a womo African Americans na womo enim the history of lynching no womo tia no makoma ye. So you can imagine say Ghana ni abeka kire America fo bi say Ghana ni bi o yesikani na wo okuta power no control government no ebo pass yenko lynche wono anase ya wogina we anase yenko lynche no you can imagine the feeling. You can imagine the feeling. Yantuaso. Na yantuaso. What is yantuaso?
And not there. And until no, what kind of complaint no more said? Honorable Canada Japan, equal live radio say lynch. The word lynch means the Ghana for it's yeah, but America ha. So you so lynching a connote a very shocking experience before a go through. And say before my KKK, mono, Ku Klux Klan,
yeah,
your chill be near. Yes,
Ready to explore crypto? Start your journey in just a few.
No lynching.
yeah.
It is a Okacha American jury say. Defendant say, yan lynchwa. And yet just a small word and the way you sue American jury, no, especially before
yeah.
It brings back memories of what grandfathers and uncles and not too long ago have been through. That is the description Yadima Honorable Canadian Japan and will complain table. Now, what was the call? Paragraph 28.
28. Good. Paragraph 28 now says, similarly, the defendants incited the general public to physically attack and assault the plaintiff on 30th May 2018 during the course of a live program on television. TV Benya, Patro no any how one cut TV crawl.
Me patro Yanka TV Crow. Now, so was on 29 in the year. So then also on June 4th, 2018, during a live program broadcast on radio called for the hanging of the plaintiff.
Say you're hanging on one.
Hey, today, and I'm holding you home. Someone who announced no. What Timmy ko catch the Bruni say, Kennedy Frere say, yeah, hanging no. Hey. See, I will continue to mention Yenia Gordon because last time I show analysis. Gordon, meaning say if you say and you be an penasem. I know you don't like Kennedy. It might be any problem, but Mr. A reputation in journalism from afar. Pay attention. Men are diabolic. Gordon, with all due respect to you, Dasebre, I know you. Meanwhile, you're doing for so many years. Munya isa, mun to me FM hono. Munya isa. In fact, some cause you say, obi okuta logical reasoning no video way. Now hunu adwene ne kura nas. Any the Kennedy here to save the party and the country. One share after elections, the respect am wono esobete. A word to a wise is enough. And a como obia will say, unsupporto can now support Dr. Baumia. Fantastic. But their gratitude it deserve no. Give that credit to the person. Than to rather to say, ube ridicule nipano. Because say as someone and now say I could chat to Kennedy sono. Senya Kennedy neneni aden. And will be nimusika do I was say no nanka ye wa. Kasamri ibianka wo kawontiase. Tidiye kachirono. And fat time to we say. Menye so say Dr. Baumia benya sa time we ekra dia maken. Because say na no me so obi ka kire me say Kennedy na ekon ntokwa. Wono eya nas na eya adwuma pa na Kennedy ne kon ye. And we are here. And it's a shame to that person. One day, posterity will judge that person. We be out to say, posterity will judge you, so we are MPP member, and you have this notion, say, Kennedy ne pentokwa no kan nas ntokwa. Meanwhile, anas as say adwuma e de etiamo party. No ye party ni a, odidi party no some party no, and what jijina mu no de ne kra, and ne nimu nyam kon santokwa no. Today, evidence in the yanto aso. I had the reason so. Shepherd like why? Yanto aso I say.
Me out.
Yes.
See, this is sad grapes.
Yes.
This
now,
is very sad.
Therefore, up to now, and that's enter at the corner, not honorable Kennedy at the point you know America.
No, no.
And okay, paragraph 30. Throughout that, Nina, ye bibia, na SC,
Lord merciful.
Ghana, and America radio program wa honorable Kennedy Japan bedi no, and then only in
a boy relationship. And any relationship, yeah.
Yes.
What?
Now, the old to us so echo anymore. Paragraph 33, me pacho, kind.
On the 19th, great. On the 19th July 2021.
Oh, no.
Good.
And if I talk paragraph 31 first.
31 first. Oh, okay. On the 8th June 2018, the plaintiff instituted legal action against the first defendant in Ghana for the conduct referenced in paragraph 30 herein.
Okay.
Good.
And so, I say, as someone, Honorable Kennedy Kafano Hono, it was Ghana, no.
Yeah.
Or filing a lawsuit against Honorable Kennedy Japan on June 8, 2018.
I see.
That is a seminal. You know, a seminal Ghana court.
Exactly. We can still cite Ghana as jurisdiction, not United States.
Yo. And until now, number 33, paragraph 33. Make a very important you have. Paragraph 33
Great. On the 19th July 2021, the first defendant testified under cross-examination in the legal action referenced in paragraph 30 herein. Wherein admitted that does not have evidence to prove the plaintiff murdered several Chinese nationals. Wow.
Yo. Paragraph 33, HSA. On July 19th, 2021, Honorable Kennedy Japan Echo Court, Echo testify. Mefamucho, that testimony now, or it can't, Ghana court, no. Ghana court, my judgment, another case, no man, my judgment.
Hey, yeah, my judgment, too.
Justice Bar.
Oh, my judgment,
yes.
Your judgment, no, how?
Yes. Yo,
you want to Ghana,
ananas. Yes. And until after that, Honorable Ma testimony, we know. On September 7th, 2021, in front of 3 months, and Honorable Bar America, a program, no, of course, and so kind, paragraph 34, or trader, Honorable Bar American program, also. Okay, then,
on the 7th September 2021, the first defendant appeared as a guest of the Daddy Fred show, as a guest of the second defendant. Okay.
Okay. And see, and not saying that it's a do America. You what can you know? You did see what happened. Ghana.
Okay. Yan says Suskakra na yenu be in Sontiasie. Yan fa credit suma kwakwana ewo CT kwakwana yedase. But yan analysis in any. In order for Anas so bet me persecute Kennedy or be pinch Kennedy against American court system no. Adia wo ye ni. One, we incite government no or destroy government American jury system. Two, in fact, or mention the vice president, the president say o man o ma chafa. O man ya chafa nti kroni die obia ase kroni kwa ya empty country. Two, Kennedy de facto leader. You obeka na wo won e kasama aban no na ne ho hu obo pass ye nkokunu ye lenche no ye hange no eti odika ye we na afọ wie no sase Kennedy ye sikani o yusu brofo say self-style rich man, wealthy man. So eti wa print anas ye wicked. Hey, just say we Gary Kennedy no born powder, pa kwesi bebo powder, baby careful, and wa born powder, and we didn't general to say state you know. Eti wa prepare Kennedy didn't general straight with lies, deception, propaganda, hatred, no inciting, no against or pinching Kennedy against the jury. So etika ye jury ni dia ene ka wose ye nko hangi Kennedy kwa ko me hangi no ko be me hangi no. This is what Anas did. In fact, when you know your cases are enfon ne di omo kan America no sa cases na ni America ho e wo Ghana e ma Anas na before but adwenbone wickedness eti o yusu sa case way as the preempt of ni case no oba present no afen na oba cock ni case yankasa no a was Kennedy so ye kronfo e wudi ni si wa America no afen no oba cost but wadi kama enipa ne bu afu no aboken nipa ne bu afu akufu the government. This is wickedness. When you say you sell out way and you say or disrespect against the judicial systems in Ghana, and I hope the High Court in Kumasi will pay attention and some guy here or that's something any supported this nonsense and what in the case about me I mean say as one to the case to because this guy or no be a patriot or yet citizen or no minor or a good citizen no any other country and I'll be yes this sell out now country na also that never at the end of the day. Ni case no womo tokene now yanko the last part of it na yanfa part 1 in CSE we are beto aso chena wazi
eba the statement mu ya achefo ebma won ti afie no eno no nyese bia sebe honorable Kennedy Japan ano asa na okasa bebre ya Ghana de na esi no and you move there then or repeat the same allegation
exactly
33 of the complaint.
Wow.
It's okay. Paragraph 35. Also, according to the French show, they are clear the air regarding the reputation and character of the first defendant before citizens. It's an idea. Honorable Kennedy Japan has been accused And honorable Kennedy Japan, echo clear the S